Hello everyone, tis Julia, and this week on Take 3 is back to school week. Oh no, that dreaded time of the year where it's back to school. Yeah, so I don't know where you live in, where you guys go back to school, but for us it is next month, and so it's pretty soon in September. And I'm not looking forward to it at all. But for my back to school video, I'm going to be doing a advice for people going into middle school. So, because I am now done with middle school and I'm going into freshman year, I can't really give any advice for high school because I haven't done it yet. So, I'm going to give some advice for middle school. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is classes. So, usually in a middle school, there are more classes than you had in elementary school, and they're shorter. So, for us, we had 48-minute classes, and then the lunch block was an hour. So, we had a rotating schedule, so it's kind of confusing. But classes, so, all you have to just remember for classes is that a schedule is not hard to memorize. You'll have it memorized by the first 2 weeks. I promise you that. And you will probably get lost on your way to classes in the first week because it's a new school and it's different. But don't ask a student, and especially an older student, where things are. Ask a teacher because chances are the student will lead you in the wrong direction and to mess with you on your first day of middle school. Not trying to scare you about that, but it's true. And also, don't be that scared of the upperclassmen, if you want to call them that for middle schoolers. They're not that scary. They're not that. They may look big to you now if you're a 6th or 7th or whatever you go into middle school for you guys, but they may look a little scary, but they're not that scary. Don't worry. They're not going to hurt you. They wouldn't be able to. They would just get suspended. So I wouldn't worry about that. And another thing I want to talk about is decorating lockers. So, 90% of the time, no one decorates their locker, and you don't have time to decorate your locker, ever. I came into middle school thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna, make my locker all cute and, add all these decorations, and then I ended up doing nothing to it. I hung up my scheduled tape. I put a locker shelf in so I could put my books under and my backpack on top. And that's literally all we had time for because we had around 5 minutes on the first day to put all our stuff in our locker. So, and it's not worth it. Decorating it, you hardly ever at your locker anyway. So don't go out buying all these extravagant decorations. You're hardly at your locker. You don't even, it's not worth it. Unless you have, your school has, these huge locker breaks, then it's not worth it. Trust me on that. And also, speaking of lockers, keep your locker organized because this is something I did not do, and I wish I did, because my locker was a sty, and I couldn't find anything. It was just not good. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about is, dress code. So, a lot of middle schools have a pretty strict dress code, not so much high schools, I guess. I don't actually know, that's just my town, and, usually they're you have to have your shorts all the way down to your arm's length. Well, I never really did that, but as long as you don't basically have your butt showing in your shorts, you're good, and just, don't dress really revealing, and you'll be good on that unless your school's really strict, but most of the time that's the case. And also, organization. Keep yourself as organized as possible going into middle school because it is different than elementary school. There are more classes, and your teachers are going to give you homework, so I suggest either keeping an accordion folder and having a section for each subject, because that worked for me. I did that both years of middle school, and that worked fine. Or maybe keep a binder for each subject, but I don't know. I did this too, but I didn't do homework in that because I just thought it was difficult to bring all your binders home because I had 7 classes a day. And so I just thought that was really annoying. So I just kept a tab for each section and then put my homework in that and then put everything in my binder the next day. But I don't know, whatever works for you. Some people like do a binder and then have all these tabs and then put their stuff in, like, have like an English tab for your binder and all that. I don't know, whichever one you want to do that works. I mean, it's up to you. But those are just some suggestions. And also, one thing I do not suggest, I mean, it might work for you, but do not have that one just folder, those standard folders for all of your homework, because that is just a recipe for disaster. I'm just warning you. It doesn't work that well. I've seen people do it, and it just, unless you're like one of those really organized organized people who like cleans it out over and like every day, it's probably not going to work for you. Sorry, just warning. Also, you don't need that much. Okay, if you're gonna have like stuff, like if you're gonna bring like chapstick and all that stuff, you're gonna want to put it in a pencil case and bring it with you everywhere, because if you don't put it in a pencil case, you'll never use it. And I learned that. I had everything in my backpack and this little thing, and I never even touched it because for my school, you literally had to be in and out. You would walk up to your locker, grab something, quick, grab something, and rush to your next class. So you had no time to do anything like that. So, yeah, that's just a warning. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, and this helped some of you people going into middle school who might be watching this. And thank you for watching. See you next Monday. Bye!